Indian freedom fighter Subhash Chandra Bose was highly influenced by Swami Vivekananda. Bose felt Swamiji was a full-blooded masculine personality, and from him, he got an ideal to which he could give his whole being. Bose was only 15 years old when he started reading the literary works of Vivekananda. He himself wrote, "I was barely 15 when Vivekananda entered into my life." Bose first borrowed a few books written by Swami Vivekananda from his neighbor and read them. Soon he realized those were the books and teachings he had been looking for. Later he read the works based on the teachings of Vivekananda's master Sri Ramakrishna too. Bose told, in the 80s of the last century, two prominent religious personalities appeared before the public, who were destined to have great influence on the future course of the new awakening. They were Sri Ramakrishna Paramhansa, the saint, and his disciple Swami Vivekananda. Ramakrishna preached the gospel of the unity of all religions, and urged cessation of inter-religious strife. Before he died, he charged his disciple with the task of propagating his religious teachings in India and abroad, and of bringing about an awakening among his countrymen. Swami Vivekananda therefore founded Ramakrishna Mission, an order of monks, to live and preach the Hindu religion in its purest form in India and abroad. He took part in inspiring every form of healthy national activity. With him, religion was the inspirer of nationalism. He tried to infuse into the new generation a sense of pride in India's past, of faith in India's future, and a spirit of self-confidence and self-respect. Though Swamiji never gave any political message, everyone who came in contact with him or his writing developed a spirit of patriotism and a political mentality. So far, at least, Bengal is concerned, Swami Vivekananda may be considered as the spiritual father of the modern nationalist movement. He died very young in 1902. But since his death, his teachings made more greater influence. Vivekananda's personality was rich, profound and complex. It was because of this personality he had exerted wonderful influence on his countrymen, and particularly on Bengalis. Reckless in sacrifice, unceasing in his activity, boundless in his activity, profound and versatile in his wisdom, exuberant in his emotions, merciless in his attacks, but yet simple as a child. He was a rare personality. Swamiji was a full-blooded masculine personality, a fighter to the core of his being. He was a worshipper of Shakti and gave a practical interpretation to Vedanta for the upliftment of his countrymen. He spent his whole life for the moral and spiritual upliftment of his countrymen and humanity. If he had been alive, I would have been at his feet. My life first awakened under the sacred influence of Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda. Like Nivedita, I also regard Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda as two aspects of one invisible personality. If Swamiji had been alive, he had been my guru. As long as I live, I shall be absolutely loyal to Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda. Swamiji greatly influenced the students through his works and speeches. The foundation of the present freedom movement owes its origin to Swamiji's message. If India is to be free, it cannot be a land especially of Hinduism or Islam. It must be one united land of different religions inspired by the ideal of nationalism. And for that Indians must accept wholeheartedly the gospel of harmony of religions. Our countrymen have gained a lot of self-respect and self-assertion from his teachings. Freedom, freedom is the song of the soul. This was the message that burst forth from the inner recesses of Swamiji's heart, and captivated and maddened the entire nation. This truth was embodied in his work, life, conversation and speeches. Swami Vivekananda called man to be real man freed from fetters, and laid the foundation for true nationalism in India by preaching the gospel of harmony of religions. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe.